Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Are you listening, me students? Please reply, hurry up, so that I will continue my lecture. I'm just waiting for some other students to join the class, and then I will start my today's lecture. Okay? Are you listening me or not? You have not replied me. Please reply, hurry up. Where are the students sleeping? Please reply whether you are listening me or not. Okay, very good of you, Shita. Now I'm starting my today's lecture, another lecture about the review of active and passive voices. We are doing the remaining two tenses. It is English language lecture. I'm Mrs. Afshin Imran. This is lecture number 48. Okay. Our topic is active and passive voice. And we are doing the remaining two tenses in this lecture. The first tense is future indefinite tense. And I'm showing you the structures and examples of these tenses in active voice as well as in passive voice. Okay. Now, you all know that future indefinite tense. You should know the structure of future indefinite tense. I have already told you that all the tenses are actually in active voice. And when we are changing them into passive voice, we apply some rules. Okay. And or because these are tenses, so they can be written in three ways: in affirmative form, in negative form, and in interrogative form. So I'm showing you the structures and examples for all of them one by one. Now, first of all, the affirmative sentences, their structure in active voice. For first person, INV, second person you, and third person he, she, and they. For all persons, singular and plural, we have the same structure: subject plus helping verb plus verb first form plus object full stop. Remember that this is future indefinite tense in which the helping verb will is used with the first form of verb. Helping verb is will. Now some examples I'm showing you for affirmative sentences. Some examples are here. I will write a letter, full stop. We will write a letter, full stop. Here you can see that these are the examples for first person singular and plural. You can see that all the examples start with the subjective pronoun and then with the helping verb, with first form of verb, with the object. Okay, you will write a letter, full stop. It is the second person singular and plural example. He will write a letter, full stop. She will write a letter, full stop. These are the examples for third person singular. They will write a letter, full stop. It is the example for third person plural. Now remember all things very carefully, that we are using the full stop at the end of affirmative and negative sentences, and we must place a question mark at the end of all interrogative sentences. Okay. Now I am showing you the passive voice in the affirmative form. We are doing future indefinite tense. Keep it in your mind. It means whenever the future word comes, it means helping verb is will. Okay. Now for first person, second person, and third person singular and plural, it means for I, we, for you, for he, she, and they, we have the same structure. And I have already told you for passive voices, we have only one structure. Okay. And you know that for object and subject are interchanging their places in passive voice. So object comes first with the helping verb plus be plus verb first form plus by plus subject full stop. Now remember that by is also used as a rule of passive voice in the subject, and it is a mistake. It is actually third form of verb. Okay, helping verb is will be. Now for passive voice affirmative sentences, we have the examples. A letter, you can see that I have taken the example of the same object, that is singular object, because there is no option for plural and singular object. We have only one helping verb. A letter will be written by me. A letter will be written by us. Full stops are there at the end, and these are the examples for first person singular and first person plural. A letter will be written by you. Full stop. This is the example for second person singular and plural. A letter will be written by him. Full stop. A letter will be written by her. Full stop. These are the examples for third person singular. A letter will be written by them. Full stop. This is the example for third person plural. I hope you have understood and you are taking a lot of interest in all these examples and structures, because these are very easy things, but you should remember the structures. Now I am showing you the active voice sentences but negative sentences, and we are doing the future indefinite tense. You should remember this thing in your mind, that future means we have the helping verb with. Okay, now for negative sentences, one thing you also keep in mind that after helping verb, we have to add noun. Now for first person, second person, and third person, singular and plural, for I, we, you, he, she, and they, it means for all the persons, we have only one structure, because we have only one option of the helping verb, that is will. Subject plus helping verb plus not plus verb first form plus object. Now remember that not is always placed after the helping verb for making a negative sentence. Okay, helping verb is will. Now there are some examples which I am showing you for active voice sentences, negative sentences. I will not write a letter. Full stop. This is the example for first person singular. You can see that after will, that is the helping verb, we have added no. Okay. We will not write a letter. Full stop. First person plural. You will not write a letter. Full stop. It is the example for second person singular and plural. He will not write a letter. Full stop. It is the example for third person singular. She will not write a letter. Full stop. It is the example for third person singular. And they will not write a letter. Full stop. It is the example for third person plural. Okay. Now I am moving to passive voice. Okay. But we are doing negative sentences or future indefinite tense. Now for passive voice, you all know the rules that object and subject interchange their places. By is used before the subject, third form of verb is used always, and helping verb is used according to the tense. These are the four very important rules for converting active voice into passive voice. Now I have already told you for passive voice, we have only one structure for all the tenses. For first person, I and we, second person you, and third person he, she, and they, singular and plural. Okay, we have the same structure. Now object comes first, as it is a passive voice sentence. I will not write a letter. I will not write a letter. Full stop. We will not write a letter. Full stop. You can see that these are the examples for first person singular and first person plural, and not is added after the helping verb. You will not write a letter, full stop. It is the example for second person singular and plural. He will not write a letter, full stop, for third person singular. It is the example for third person singular. She will not write a letter. It is the example for third person singular. They will not write a letter. It is the example for third person plural. Okay. Now remember that all the subjects are using here. These are all the subjective pronouns, or let's say the personal pronouns. Now I come to the future indefinite tense in passive voice negative sentences, the structure. Okay, for passive voice negative sentences. For first person, second person, and third person singular and plural. That means I, we, you, and he, she, they. We have the same structure. Object comes first in the passive voice with helping verb, with not plus be plus verb first form, third form, sorry, and plus by plus subject. Okay, there is a mistake here, and subject is comes at the end of the sentence. Now helping verb is will plus be. Now for passive voice negative sentences, we have the examples. A letter will not be written by me, full stop. A letter will not be written by us, full stop. These are the examples for first person singular and first person plural. Next example is a letter will not be written by you, full stop. Second person singular and plural example. Now remember, will, after will, after the helping verb, we add not, and after that we will add be before the third form of verb. Remember this thing. A letter will not be written by him, third person singular. A letter will not be written by her, third person singular. A letter will not be written by them. It is the third person singular example. Now remember to place a question full stop at the end of all negative and interrogative sentences, and in for interrogative sentences there must be a question mark. Now I'm showing you the interrogative sentences. We are doing future indefinite tense. First of all, I'm showing you the interrogative sentences in the active voice, and I'm showing you the structure first. Now we have only one option of the helping verb, that is will, and because of only one structure is there for active voice also. For first person, second person, and third person singular and plural, we have for I, we, for you, for he, she, and they, singular and plural. We have the same structure, helping verb. You know that for interrogative sentences, helping verb comes in the beginning, plus subject, plus verb first form, plus object, plus question mark. The helping verb is will here. Now I am showing you the examples of active voice interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentences, you all know that helping verbs comes first in the beginning of the sentence and question mark is placed at the end of the sentence. So the sentences or the examples are, will I write a letter? Question mark. You can see again the I is written in the capitalized form as it is a rule. Will we write a letter? Question mark. These are the examples for first person singular and first person plural. Will you write a letter? Question mark. It is the example for second person singular and plural. Will he write a letter? Question mark. It is the example for third person singular. Will she write a letter? Question mark. It is the example for third person singular. And will they write a letter? Question mark. It is the example for third person plural. Okay. Now I am showing you the passive voice interrogative sentences structure for first person, second person, and third person singular and plural for I, we, for you, and for third person he, she, and they. We have the same structure for passive voice. Helping verb comes here in the beginning, plus object, plus be, plus verb third form, plus by, plus subject, plus question mark. Now the helping verb is will be. Now you know that for passive voice, object comes after the helping verb and subject comes at the end of the sentence with the question mark at the end. Now I'm showing you the examples of the interrogative sentences in passive voice, which are starting with the helping verb. will, then object, then be, then third form of verb, then by, and then subject. Will a letter be written by me? Question mark. Will a letter be written by us? Question mark. These are the examples for first person singular and plural. And then another example is, will a letter be written by you? Question mark. That is the example for second person singular and plural. Will a letter be written by him? Question mark. Is the example for third person singular. And will a letter be written by her? Question mark. That is the example for third person singular. Will a letter be written by them? Question mark. It is the example for third person plural. I hope you have understood all the future indefinite tenses. Remember that in passive voice, we always use third form of verb. Okay, remember this thing. Object and subject interchange their places. Object comes first in the passive voice and subject comes at the end of the sentence. One more thing, by is always used in passive voice before the subject, and before by there must be a third form of verb. Like for write, there is a third form written. Okay, and one more thing, you have to remember that object is placed in the beginning of the sentence. I hope you have understood till here. Now please reply whether you have understood everything or not. Please reply me, hurry up, so that I will move to another topic or another tense. Hurry up, reply me please. No one is replying. What are you doing? Sleeping or just listening or sleeping? Ishal, Fozia, Hafsa, Zimal, Rumesa, Meda, Hamza. Please reply me whether you have understood, clear everything or not. Okay, Shiza, very nice. Hamza, Zimal, very nice of you. You all have understood, very nice. Okay. Now we have done 7 tenses. Now we are doing the last one, because I have told you that there are total 12 tenses, but for active and passive voice, we are doing the 8 tenses, because there is no passive voice for future continuous tense, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tenses. Okay, these are the 4 tenses where we are not having any voice. Okay, any passive voice. Remember this thing, because active voice is there for all the 12 tenses, because all the tenses are written in the active voice form. And when we are converting them in passive voice, we are just converting them only 8 of them, not all 12. Okay. Now I am showing you the future perfect tense structures and examples. Now for active voice affirmative sentences, again I am starting with the affirmative sentences. You all know that we are doing affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences for active voice and for passive voice both. Now we have for future perfect tense, we have only one option of the helping verb will have. So we have only one structure. For first person, second person and third person singular and plural, that is for I, we, for you and for he, she and they. We have only one option. So we have only one structure. Subject plus helping verb plus verb third form plus object. Remember, for perfect tenses, we are using the third form of verb in active voice as well as in passive voice. The helping verb is will have here. Now some of the examples I am showing you for affirmative sentences here. I will have written a letter, full stop. We will have written a letter, full stop. These are the examples for first person singular and plural. Next example is, you will have written a letter, full stop. That is the example for second person singular and plural. Next example is for third person singular. That is, he will have written a letter, full stop. Another example for third person singular is, she will have written a letter, full stop. Now for third person plural, we have the example, they will have written a letter, full stop. You see that all the subjects, all the pronouns are here in the beginning. After that, there will be helping verb will have, there will be third form after that, and then object in the end. Now we are doing future perfect tenses. Now for passive voice, we are doing the affirmative sentences. I have told you we have only one helping verb option. So only one structure is there for all the persons. For first person, second person and third person singular and plural. We have the same structure and object comes first in the passive voice. So I have placed it in the beginning. Object plus helping verb plus been plus verb third form plus by plus subject full stop, and subject must be placed at the end in the passive voice sentences. Helping verb is will have here. Now some examples I am showing you for passive voice affirmative sentences here. A letter will have been written by me, full stop. A letter will have been written by us, full stop. These are the examples for first person singular and plural. After will have, we add been also with before the third form of verb. A letter will have been written by you, full stop. This is the example for second person singular and plural. A letter will have been written by him, full stop. It is the example for third person singular. A letter will have been written by her, full stop. It is the example of third person singular. A letter will have been written by them, full stop. The example, it is the example for third person plural. Okay. Now hope you are understanding everything very clearly and you are listening me very carefully. Now I am showing you the active voice negative sentences and their structure for future perfect tense. Helping verb is again the same, so only one structure for all the persons. For first person, second person, and third person, singular and plural. For I, we, for you, for he, she, and they, we have the structure subject plus helping verb plus not plus have plus verb third form plus object full stop. Now remember, for making a negative sentence, we add not after the helping verb. The helping verb is will plus have. Will plus have means will and have cannot come together. There is something in between them. Like not is present in between them. Now I'm showing you the active voice negative sentences examples. Very easy examples. Remember that not is placed after will and not is placed between will and have. Okay. So the sentences are or the examples are: I will not have written a letter, full stop. We will not have written a letter, full stop. These are the examples for first person singular and plural. You will not have written a letter, full stop. Second person singular and plural. He will not have written a letter, full stop. She will not have written a letter, full stop. These are the examples for third person singular. They will not have written a letter, full stop. It is the example for third person plural. Now I am showing you the passive voice. In the negative sentences structure, we are doing the future perfect tense. Remember that, keep it in mind that when future word comes, it means in the helping verb, we are using will plus something or simply will. Now there is only one structure. I have already told you for passive voice, we have only one structure for all the persons. For first person, I, we. For second person, you. And for third person, he, she, it, and they. We have the same structure. Object comes first in the passive voice. So object plus helping verb plus not plus have plus being plus verb third form and plus by plus subject at the end. Full stop. Now, helping verb is will plus have. Now, I'm showing you the examples of the negative sentences here. A letter will not have been written by me. Remember, after between will and have, there will be not for making the negative sentence, and after that, you will add been. Okay, and object comes first in the passive voice, and subject comes at the end. So it starts with the a letter. A letter will not have been written by me, full stop. A letter will not have been written by us, full stop. These are the examples for first person singular and first person plural. Now, next example is a letter will not have been written by you, full stop. It is the example for second person singular and plural. A letter will not have been written by him. A letter will not have been written by her. These are the examples for third person singular. A letter will not have been written by them. This is the example for third person plural. You can see that will and have. In between them, there is not, and been comes after that. Okay, now I am showing you the interrogative sentences first in the active voice. Okay, and I want to tell you about the structure of these sentences. There is only one structure because we have only one helping verb with plus have, and then for first person I and we, for second person you, and third person singular and plural, that means he, she, it, and they. Sometimes we also use it, but mostly we are not using it. Okay. Now, you know that for helping verb or interrogative sentences, helping verb comes at the beginning of the sentence and question mark is placed at the end of the sentence. Now, the sentence becomes helping verb plus subject plus have plus verb third form plus object plus question mark. Now, helping verb is will plus have. Will plus have means something comes in between them, like subject comes here in between them. Okay. Now I'm showing you the examples for the active voice in interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences means the helping verb comes in the beginning of the sentence and question mark is at the end of the sentence. So I'm showing you some examples. Will I have written a letter? Question mark. That means the first person singular. Will we have written a letter? Question mark. That means first person plural. Will you have written a letter? Question mark. This is the second person singular and plural. Will he have written a letter? Question mark. It is example for third person singular. Will she have written a letter? Question mark. It is example for third person singular. Will they have written a letter? It is third person plural. Okay. Hope you are understanding and listening very carefully. Now I am showing you the passive voice interrogative sentences structure. You know that for passive voice, object and subject interchange their places and by comes before the subject, and before that there will be third form of verb. Now for passive voice, I am showing you the interrogative sentences structure. For first person, second person, and third person, singular and plural. For I, we, for you, and for he, she, and they, we have the same structure. Helping verb plus object plus have plus been plus verb third form plus by plus subject. Question mark. Now remember that thing, other verb comes in the beginning and after that there is object, then have been plus verb third form plus by plus subject. Remember that will have do not come together here in the interrogative sentences. Object comes in between them. Okay. Now I am showing you the examples of the passive voice interrogative sentences. We are doing future perfect tense. Remember this thing in your mind. There are some examples which are showing the interrogative sentences. You can see that helping verb is placed in the beginning of the sentence and question mark is placed at the end of all sentences. Now I want to tell you that Many of you are joined me very late, so please be there on time. Now the sentence is, will a letter, it means object, singular object, have been. Have is adhere, which I have already told you that for interrogative sentences must be there. Will a letter have been written by me? Written means third form of verb. Me, us, you, him, her, and them. These are the objective pronouns with the question mark at the end. Will a letter have been written by us? Question mark. It is also the example for first person. Singular and plural. Will a letter have been written by you? Question mark. This is the example for second person. Singular and plural. Will a letter be written by him? Question mark. It is the example for third person singular. Will a letter have been written by her? Question mark. It is the example for third person singular. You can understand that everything is clear and everything is very simple. Will a letter have been written by them? Question mark. It is the example for third person plural. You can see that uh, him and her. These are the examples for third person singular, and them is used for third person plural. Now remember, will is the helping verb, so it comes in the beginning of the sentence, and question mark is there at the end of all sentences. Okay. Now I hope you have understood everything very clearly. You should know that for active voice, we have different forms of verbs we are using for different tenses, but for passive voice, we have only one option. We always use third form of verb in all the tenses, all the voices. Okay. And for perfect tenses, even in the active voice, we have third form of verb as well as in the passive voice. Okay. Now, I hope you have understood everything. If you have got any question, please ask me now. During that time, I am taking your attendance. Now, reply me whether you have understood or not. Please reply here. I am waiting for your replies. Please hurry up. Okay, Mera, Zimal, Rahman, very nice. You have understood. Now there is little bit time left. Please tell me if you have want to ask any question. If there is any confusion, please ask me here. I am waiting. Please tell me. Where are the other people? Please reply me. Fozia, Hamza, Mehda, Almani, Shiza, Hamza. Please reply. Hurry up. Okay, Fozia. Now I'm telling you again and again that you have to do the practice of all tenses and voices as well as narrations, because we have done all these topics in your classes. So you will have to practice for those sentences take any sentence and then convert it into all the other tenses, then do the voices in the similar way and do the narrations in the similar way, that you have to do the practice. A lot of practice is needed for all these topics, tenses, voices, and narrations, and learn all other topics which are necessary for your Now I'm telling you again that today is the dictation day. So please go through the Google Classroom and attempt the dictation. Anyone of you, if you have done, so it will be very good. Other people go through the Google Classroom and attempt the dictation. It will be from Macbeth. I have already given you the topic before. So I hope you have practiced for the words for the dictation. So please go through it, go through the Google Classroom and attempt the dictation. It will be of 10 marks, and 10 marks will be added in your final term result. So please go and attempt that. And some of the students, I am reminding you that you are late in my today's class. So please join me on time every day, every time, whenever there is a class. Those who have not joined me or who have joined me late, I am going to inform you that your final term paper will be of 100 marks, whether it is of English language or whether it is of English literature. Okay, so both the papers are of 100 marks each, and most of the questions are based on MCQs. Okay, it means we are providing you 3 options, and 2 options will be wrong and only 1 option will be correct. So you have to choose the correct one. Anything which you want to ask, please ask me here. Little bit time is left. And now from tomorrow, you know that there will be no online classes for 1 week because these will be your Eid holidays. So enjoy your Eid vacations and enjoy your Eid as well. Eid Mubarak in advance to all of you. I think you are preparing for your Eid as well. Thank you, Zimal. Thanks a lot for wishing me Eid Mubarak. Thanks a lot. It means we have understood everything. Now do practice of all voices. We have done the all tenses, all 8 tenses of the voices. Okay, Mehta, Eid Mubarak to you as well. Eid Mubarak to all the students. Now, anything which you want to ask, because only 1 minute is left. If you want to ask anything, please tell me. Okay, now I want to stop my lecture here. I want to end the lecture here. Inshallah, we will meet after Eid. Okay, Eid Mubarak again to all of you in advance. Allah Hafiz.